Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Watkins, Glen here in New York. New York. It's in the Finger Lakes region of New York. We are here tonight for the VRX Friday Night Lights. We don't have but 3.5 minutes till qualifying. So while we're waiting on that, let me get you some information. Tonight, the weather is going to be starting out at 82 degrees ambient temperature and 123 degrees track temperature. It's going to be a slick one out there. Our race info tonight is the Bend at the Glen. It's Watkins Glen, as I stated. We are here for 25 laps, 61.25 miles. This is race 5 of 12. And tonight, you got me up at the booth, Benjamin Richards, and I am also the producer of the broadcast. So let's have a good one tonight, and we'll get it on here in a minute. We could run through the qualifying times. We'll do that here in a minute. Our race analysis tonight is 25 laps, like I said earlier, for 61.25 miles. Pit road speed is 40 miles an hour. They have 2 tire sets available. 2 green-white checker attempts, but we're not going to need them tonight because it is local cautions only, no full course cautions. 65% fuel on the fixed iRacing setup. With the 65% fuel, I believe the drivers will have to stop at least once. I could be wrong on that, but we'll see as the race progresses. Let's get your qualifying times up here. We only had 5 drivers take time, and the pole setter is Brian Hennings with a 1:15.009. John Doc Hudson is second, 1.473 seconds behind Hennings. Then you got Epker, who is in third. The Collinator is starting fourth. Renee Haas fifth. And that's a look at your qualifying times. As you see, not everyone took times, but hey, I think they got 24 seconds left here in qualifying. No one's going to get a lap. But yeah, we're here at the beautiful Watkins Glen. Tonight, you are going to be making right-hand turns along with left-hand turns. This track is more of a higher speed road course than, say, Sonoma, which is more of a technical road course. And it looks like we're gridding, and we'll get one warm-up lap, and then they'll go green. But it's going to be a fun night of racing here, folks. Road course style. Let's see where the... There's a look at them on the grid. Once they get rolling, we'll go through the field and set the grid for you. But like I said, right now, Brian Hennings is your pole setter tonight. thought I had something for that. But yeah, ought to be an interesting race once they get rolling and going. We will see how they do tonight. And we are starting to roll on the grid, so let's get you that information up. On your poll, you got Brian Hennings, followed by John Hudson there. Brian Hennings is running a beautiful Superior Performance paint scheme. And then row 2, you got Renee Haas. Or, excuse me, went one too far. Row 2, you got Jared Ebker, followed by David Collinator Collins. Row 3, you got Renee Haas with Jared Philpott in 6th. 7th, you got your current points leader, Edward Fiedler. 8th, you got Greg Spiker, Papa G. 9th, you got Mama T, Teresa Spiker. 10th, you got Wade Palmer, the 4th. 11th is Mr. Dougie Fresh Elfer. 13th is Brian Dunkin' Donuts. And that is your starting grid. As we roll around the track here, we are coming through the bus stop, I believe, at the moment. Sorry about that, folks. I have a new overlay system that I'm testing out tonight. It's the first time using it. I would like to thank Adam Baker from bspeedsim.com for the great overlay. To me, it looks beautiful. It's everything I want. And we're going to get ready to go green here soon. They should be coming. Yeah. Here they come down the straight front stretch to get green flag. And you can see them coming down here, entering the bus stop for the first time. Running through the carousel. And that was your look at a lap around the Glen. Let's get your ticker up so you can see where people are running. I don't know if something happened to John Hudson, but he has fallen way back. He started in second. Let's see if we can go see if something happened to him. Yep. Coming into the final turn, it looked like you got a little loose. Or no, this is going into turn one. He just got a little loose, too much front brake in the truck, it looks like, and around he went. Jared Epker, nowhere to go, got into him. Nothing he could do. But up front, you got Jared Philpott. At the front, you got Philpott leading Brian Hennings by 2 seconds now. Philpott is fast, I'll give him that. It looks like it's going to be his race tonight. Going through the bus stop there, now into the carousel. Coming in to this little stretch here, quick little left, right, left, I believe. But Philpott is just pulling away. The next closest battle, I would say, would be the 10 truck of Papa G and Renee Haas. Or Wade Palmer and Helfer. Right here you got Helfer looking to go around on the outside to send it too much into the wall and major crash on Helfer. Let's go back and look at that. You can see him catching Palmer here. Has the outside, but drove it in too hard. Got into the wall. Outside wall into the inside wall right in front of Fiedler. And that takes care of Helfer. He had to tow. Pretty sure he's going to use his fast repair. But what that does is that moves Fiedler, Mama T, and Brian Duncan up a spot. And you can see Fiedler and Palmer going through the bus stop there into the carousel. And you got him coming out of the carousel there. Hudson is back on track. He's 1 lap down. Helfer's went 2 laps down. I guess he got body lotion instead of body wash this week. But I'm sure it smells good. Let's go check on Brian Duncan, see how he's doing on a lap, or part of the lap. Looks like he's struggling. Not real comfortable with the road courses, but he's... I lost OBS there for a minute, now I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. I hope I'm still streaming. I'm not sure. Looks like it's froze up. Oh no, there it goes. It's streaming. Thank you very much, Kai. Again, there's been several people that worked on that logo. Two of them were Mama T and Papa G. They got it all set, and now other people worked on it, and final product. Thank you. It is a great logo. They did a great job. And hey, Fish, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Go back up here, check the leader. He's pulled out a 5.5 second lead over Brian Hennings, who is about 5.5, 6 seconds ahead of Epker. The field is really spread out here, but there is two drivers that are kind of close at the moment, and it's Papa G and the Collinator. Just about a second separates them, and then it's 10 seconds back to Wade Palmer, Renee Haas, which is a good battle going on there, it looks like. Then you got Ed Fiedler in 6th, Mama T 9th, and Brian Duncan is back in 10th and about to go a lap down. So let's do a quick through the field. And when I do this, I'm going to also do a paint review once I get the right camera. Guess I don't have the camera I like to do that with, but we'll do it this way. Your leader is Jared Philpott. He's running a nice light blue truck. I'm not sure the sponsors for that. It looks good though. And then your second place driver is Brian Henning. Like I said earlier, running that beautiful Superior Performance VRX paint scheme. Superior Performance is a European auto repair specialist in Wendell, North Carolina. Go check them out. Tell Kevin and Jen Mulcahy that everyone from VRX is high. And great place to get your car fixed. Now we will jump to your third place, Jared Epker, who is running a beautiful Gen X VRX admin box sponsored Chevy Silverado. And in fourth place, you got Papa G. Will he get a podium tonight? I know he's trying. He has a beautiful Baltimore paint scheme. It represents both the Ravens and Orioles. Beautiful gold, purple, and black paint scheme. And fifth, you got Collinator in the number 707 with a nice paint scheme. Collinator's there on it. And six, you got Wade Palmer, who in my opinion has one of the coolest looking paint schemes. It's a throwback to Petty Enterprises, STP, VRX, Chevrolet. And you got number 38, Renee Haas, who is catching Palmer, by the way, in the Black Monster Energy VRX paint scheme. And then number 66, Edward Fiedler, is running his VRX Moza Chevrolet or Toyota. Another nice paint scheme. And then Mama T is running her patriotic B-Speed VRX Mama T Racing Chevrolet. Brian Duncan, who is a lap down, is running a beautiful Air Force inspired VRX Chevy. Brian Duncan spent a lot of years in the Air Force and Air National Guard flying C-130s. So if it need hauled, he can haul it. John Hudson, who is 3 laps down now, in 11th and off the track. Then you got Doug Helfer, who was also off the track. probably done for the day, them two. Let's go back up to your leader, Jared Philpott, and see if I can get a camera on him. We are on lap 10 of 25. We are almost halfway through. And that means we've done about 30 miles. This course is 2.45 miles long, this layout. It is the cup layout of Watkins Glen. So it's got the bus stop chicane with the carousel in the back. Probably one of the tougher parts of the track, but also some of the higher speed corners to get through. And we got Hennings back here in second, working on getting around Mama T. We'll watch that for a minute and see if she lets him by or if she races him for spot. She is a lap down. Knowing Mama T, she will let Brian by as soon as she can, not hold him up. But right now it's Philpott's race to lose, it looks like. He's almost 10 seconds ahead of Hennings. Then Edgar is 20 seconds behind Hennings, 21 seconds. And who knows, Papa G might get a top 3. That would be an awesome feat for him tonight. Jared Edgar is a good driver. I know he doesn't really care for the road courses. He's more of a short track specialist. And looks like Renee Haas may have had some trouble here. Let's go see. And it's right in front of the leaders. So coming into the bus stop, he just, I don't know, got cut off a little maybe. Have to review that post race. But your battle right now is between Collinator and Papa G. They're, well, Papa G is 3 seconds ahead. This is what's bad about road courses. When you got a field this size that gets spread out so much, cars do. So there's not a lot of action. And with that being said, I will let you take a lap around the track from the cockpit of Mr. Philpott here, as he's trying to pass Wade Palmer. And I will be back in just a moment. All right, folks, we are back. That was a lap with Jared Philpott, the leader around Watkins Glen here. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, hit the subscribe button down below. Give it a like and a share if you want while you're here. Want to thank our partners and supporters and sponsors, VRX, Admin Box. If you don't have one, go check them out at adminbox.com. They're a great tool. It's race control at your fingertips. I have one of the originals, and I've had it for almost 4 years now and never had a problem with it. And I hear the newer ones are even better. Superior Performance, like I said, in Wendell, North Carolina. Check them out. Thrustmaster, Butt Kicker. Thank you all for your support and sponsorships and everything. And we have pit stops coming with 10 laps to go. Mr. Jared Philpott has decided to pull it into the pits. So yes, they do need to pit at least once during the race. Looks like Papa G has already pit, so is the Collinator. That's how they got a lap down. Can they get it back? Don't know. And if they do get it back, how long will they stay on the lead lap? I think, yeah, Wade Palmer must have just pit, or is coming in the pits. You got Fiedler in, Helfer still sitting on the pits. Epker is just now pitting from the third spot. Looks like Hennings may have stayed out because he's gained a lot of time on Philpott here. I expect to see Hennings either try to push it to the end or make a quick stop. I believe he's going to need to stop for tires because he's will be worn out and everyone else will have newer tires, so he'll be at a speed disadvantage on that. Will he hit this time by? Only he knows. Him and his crew chief. Hi, Nitro Viper. Renee says hi. Oh no, Hennings got the wall. That is not good. That left front does have quite a bit of damage. So he will probably limp it around, come in, pit, take his fast repair, and get back out there. But in the meantime, can he hold off Jared Epker while he pits? While Hennings pits? Then Pop G's back up in fourth. I'm not sure how far behind the next car is, which is Collinator. As you see, Collinator's just now coming through the bus stop. Papa G just went through it. Here we got Hennings catching up to Collinator, but remember, Hennings will probably be pitting this time by, so I don't think he'll press too hard to get by Collins, but that will help these guys a little. There's really no close racing going on, but it's a road course. You got Hennings, who's fallen to 11 seconds behind Philpott. Surprisingly did not hit that time. With 7 to go, he may just be trying to hold on to second, who knows. But in the meantime, Philpott's pulling away and Epker's catching up. You You see Hennings gets by Collins there in the entrance of the S's. Good job there. Let's check on Jared Ebner, your third place car. He's almost a second back from the leader. And I believe lap times were qualifying time was like 1 minute 14. Give another check on the weather. Track temperature has dropped quite a bit, 5 degrees, and I believe the ambient temperature has went up a little, which doesn't really make sense. Let's check your race recap. There's been 0 cautions, 1 lead change, and that was when Philpott passed Hennings for the lead. You got Hennings still out there, but he's fallen to 15 seconds behind Philpott. Hennings must be trying to make it to the end. Mama T is out of the race, it looks like. See about Duncan. He's still holding in there. He's going to finish ahead of Mama T. That's a bit of a surprise, but Duncan has really improved his racing lately. And he can only go up from where he's at. I wonder what happened to Papa G. He's fallen to 6th. Let's see if we can find something. No, he pit. That's why he lost 2 spots. So that moves Collinator up to 4th and Palmer to 5th. Let's see if we can see if that's even close. No, it's not. Got Collinator coming out of the final turn, going to the front stretch, and then turn 1. We'll watch him go through turn 1. Then we'll jump check on the leader. Leader is coming through the S's. Looks like he just got my Duncan again. Go see on Hennings. He's got, looks like the Collinator coming up behind him. Ebner is still about 40 seconds back. Hennings doing a little lawn mowing there. You can see the damage on the left front. Yeah, his wheel is out of camber on the left front, so that's got to be making the steering even harder. Is Hennings going to stretch it to the end though? He passes pit road this time. No, here he comes down. Nope. Passing pit road again with 4 to go after this. Again, tonight we are here at Watkins Glen for the end at the Glen. 25 laps, 61.25 miles. It's race 5 of 12. I forget where they're at next week, but it's just a short season. This is the only road course on the season. Originally it was scheduled to be Mid-Ohio, but Mid-Ohio is a tough road course, so everyone decided to do Watkins Glen, so maybe have a little better race, more trucks finish. Let's go back up to the leader, who is 22 seconds, 23 seconds ahead of Hennings. Ebner is starting to fall back. He is about to be his lap down pretty soon. Right now, we got Philpott working on Fiedler. Fiedler is a lap car. Philpott is your leader. Fiedler just moves over, lets it by, as you see, as that was happening. Epker entered the bus stop, and Philpott's catching him. About a second a lap is what I would say. Right now, no, the running order is still Jared Philpott, Brian Hennings is second, Epker is third, Pollinator fourth, Wade Palmer fifth, Papa G sixth. Papa G is catching up Wade, but will he have enough time? It'll be interesting to find out. Seventh, you got Renee Hasp, who is just ahead of the leader and right behind third place car Epker. In eighth, you got 66 of Mr. Edward Fiedler. Ninth, you got Brian Duncan, who is, by the way, ahead of Mama T. And then 11th is John Doc Hudson, who is out of the race. And so is Dougie Fresh Elfner, who is also out of the race. We got 3 to go. Check this out. Go back to the lead. You got Philpott all over Epker. Epker is third place. Philpott is the leader, trying to put Epker down. And he's successfully put him down at the line. But going into turn 1, what's going to happen? Philpott's going to dive it down. Not quite a block, not quite cutting the nose off. He did give him little room, but not a lot. There are only 2 cars left on the lead lap now. And that is Jared Philpott and Brian Hennings with 2 to go. It's going to be an interesting interviews tonight, I think. Not as interesting as last week's interview, but still going to be interesting. We shall see. I just hope this is still going out over the air with the ATVO, or not ATVO, but the OBS crash earlier. Really not a lot going on. We'll just cycle through. Palmer gets around Duncan there, and now you got Spiker catching up to Duncan, trying to pass him, gets around him. Spiker's trying to run Wade Palmer down. It's the final lap. Philpott's going to take the win. Looks like Hennings is going to be second, and then Epker third, 1 lap down. Philpott's just got a couple more corners to go. Here he is at the bus stop. Chicane. Catch Duncan again in the carousel. What will happen here? He pinches Duncan down a little, but gets by him. Risky move, but don't want to break up the momentum. He almost breaks loose coming out of the turn there. And he's got 1 more corner, and then he's on the back front stretch and for the win. Now let's see if we can see Brian Hennings come across the line. Hennings is coming through the carousel now. We'll have a left turn, and then the final turn, the right-hander. For second place, 31 seconds behind Philpott, almost a half a lap. We got Epker going for third, a lap down. Back here you got Papa G fighting Wade Palmer going through the bus stop. This is for position. The race for the win is over, but this is still for position. Can Spiker beat Palmer here? Oh, Spiker got loose. Overdrove the corner, got loose. Palmer's gone. That's the end of that battle. Go back and see what's going on with Renee Haas. He's battling with Fiedler. They're both 2 laps down. Looks like Haas is going to get 7th and Fiedler 8th. That'll shake points up again. And that's pretty much the end of the race, folks. I mean, and again, Papa G beats Mama T in another league race. Oh, Haas to the spinning. He's wrecking. That's going to give the spot to Fiedler. What a disaster for Renee. After that, he may need to go see a dentist. Who knows? But that's the end of the race, folks. I will be back after a quick commercial break. Thank you, Jeff Wright, and I'm looking forward to racing with you tomorrow night. And with that being said, folks, here is some commercial break from some of our sponsors.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Mr. Brian Hennings, I got you up in the booth, doing this out of order tonight because I know you don't have much time. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Appreciate that. Sorry, I got to go have dinner with my wife and daughter, so I'm doing good. How about you, sir?
I am doing great. Second place tonight. I know it's not what you wanted, what you were hoping for, but still pretty good. How does it feel?
Yeah, not bad. I'm happy. Got to put the Superior Performance truck up here on the podium, but was hoping for that P1. But yeah, Jared's just too good. He's obviously pretty fast. I don't think I got too near 113. So yeah, kudos to Jared. But yeah, happy to represent Mr. Malarkey up here on the podium. So yeah, it feels good.
All right. I noticed earlier in the race around lap 18, I think it was, you got into the wall some. It threw your looks like your camber out for your toe.
Yep.
How hard was it to hold on to the truck after that?
Not too bad. I mean, yeah, it did give me wheel damage, but it didn't slow me down too much. And that was after I had already pit once. I tried to make up some time by not taking tires to try to catch Phil, but yeah, I caught him a little bit, but then he just started pulling away. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible, so I just kept going.
All right. Well, I won't keep you long because I know you got to go. With the podium finish, second place, great job. You get to give your shout outs. The mic is yours.
Appreciate that. Shout out you and Benjamin broadcasting. Definitely gonna go back and take a look after this. All my teammates at VRX, and this is all really for Kevin. I won't call you Malarkey. Mr. Mulcahy, we wish you well, man. I love you, and hope to see you back out here soon, man.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you very much, Brian, and hope to see you next week and in a little bit, maybe some PUBG.
Right on. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Have a good one, man. And with that being said, the third place finisher is not in the Discord, which was Jared Ebker. So we'll bring up your winner, Jared Philpott. Mr. Philpott, it's Ben in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're fast every week. I don't know your secret. I would like to, but how did it feel out there tonight?
Felt pretty great. I love this track every time I race it.
Yeah, it looked like it was a slippery track tonight, was it?
Oh, yeah. Anytime you put the foot down, it was trying to step out.
Yeah. I believe at one point it was 124 degrees track temperature. That didn't help the tires much, did it?
No, not at all.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm running out of stuff to say to you every week. Good job. Great job on the win. Anyone you want to thank?
Thanks, Mama T, VRX, everybody putting on this. Thanks for broadcasting it to everybody. I think that's really about all I got.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll catch you in a bit. Maybe play some PUBG or something.
Alrighty.
All right. Good luck. See you next week, man.
Thank you, sir.
Normally, I would have the third place driver up in the booth, but like I said, he's gone already. So let's pull someone up that we don't normally get to talk to. Let's bring up Mr. John Doc Hudson. This has been in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey Ben, how you doing?
Pretty good. First of all, I forget you finished like 13th, I think.
Yeah, last, whatever last is.
Yeah. You had a rough night. I know you're not a road course racer. How did it feel out there when you were out there?
Well, it felt great because I did really good in qualifying and running before the race. I actually got second in qualifying, but when it came to the race, I just choked, I guess, or my tires were slippery. I don't know if the track temperature was different, but I just couldn't control the vehicle anymore. And I wrecked twice and ended my fast repair, so it ended up blowing up my engine.
All right. Well, sorry for the bad luck tonight. Next week we're back to oval racing. It'll be better.
Yeah.
With the interview, you get to give some shout outs. The mic is yours.
Yeah, I want to shout out to my buddy David Collins because he beat me tonight. And probably the only way he would have beat me is if I wrecked out. But anyway, BRX, of course, is number one. You're number 1.5. Really like your broadcast. I've watched them all. You're really improving and getting good at this stuff. And we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. And there is one other thing I would like you to do, if you would. The address and phone number where they can find johnhudsonart.com.
Yes, that's the address is 9 Holt Road in Keene Valley, New York, which is up in the Adirondacks. And you can find my website. It's johnhudsonart.com. And I'd appreciate anybody coming in and saying hello to me.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And thank you for coming out tonight. We will see you here in a few minutes down in the Discord, but we'll see you on track again next week, I hope.
Yeah, I'm usually here for Friday nights anyway. I can't make many other races. Yep, you take care of yourself, Benji, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you. You too, man, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one.
Okay. Yep, bye-bye.
All right, everyone. With that being said, like to give a shout out to our sponsors again, Admin Box, Superior Performance, VRX, and so on. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great night and a better tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.